Scottie Pippen had an interview with Patrick Bet-David today. It was a great interview. It lasted 2 hours. I would say it's pretty entertaining. I enjoyed the back and forth between these two guys, so it made it fun compared to most interviews you see with NBA players and just NBA legends. It was a pretty good interview, so it's worth watching. I would recommend that you guys check it out. But there was one part of the interview where Scottie Pippen and Patrick started debating about, is Michael the GOAT? And Scottie Pippen got very defensive about it, saying that Michael Jordan's not the GOAT. And Scottie's argument, I did find interesting in this. Not say I agree with Scottie when it comes to Mike not being the GOAT, but I think he makes a good argument in this regard when he said that you can never have a GOAT. Not in basketball. It's a team sport, and you can't have a GOAT. So that's why Jordan cannot be the GOAT, simply because it takes a team to win, and it takes certain situations to pull off victory and whatnot. So you can't say necessarily he can be the GOAT just because it's situational. So I do think that's a good argument in that regard. Just when you think about it, and Scottie was just saying even before Mike, who was the GOAT during the 80s, and I remember Scottie just bringing up Wilt Chamberlain, how he was once the GOAT, and that changed, and just other guys, and he made an argument that you could say Magic's the GOAT based on what he did and all this other stuff. So I did find it interesting. I do think the GOAT argument is very, very dumb and overplayed. I do find it annoying. I feel like it's really a lot to do with just NBA marketing, because they have to say the current player who's playing in the league is the GOAT just to get eyeballs on their product. It's like why they keep pushing LeBron as a GOAT and they keep screaming GOAT, 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 because you have to sell it at least to the younger audiences. This is like the best era of basketball, because if you tell them the truth that it's not, then there's a big letdown where they feel that they've gotten ripped off because they weren't alive during better eras, and that makes the product less popular. But that's really how the marketing goes, unfortunately. Like this obsession with finding a GOAT. I can guarantee it that when LeBron is finally gone, that may be in 5-6 years at the rate we're going. I guarantee once he's gone, within a few years of his retirement, they'll be saying some player is better than him. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. They're going to be pushing another guy to be better than LeBron, and they'll say this guy is like the new GOAT and whatnot. And I actually look forward to that when they do that, just to see LeBron go crazy. I think it'll drive him nuts not to be in the GOAT argument or considered to be the GOAT. I think that's what I meant to say. For him not to be the official GOAT would drive him nuts. I could see him just freaking out about that, and I think he deserves that circumstance. But going back to just a GOAT being subjective, what Scottie was saying, I definitely think, yeah, it is a subjective thing. Like, for instance, I wasn't alive during Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell, and I wasn't alive during Kareem's prime, so I didn't get to see him. Heck, I didn't get to see Kareem as a player during the 80s because I was just an infant during that time, so I missed out on that. But you can make a case that any of those three players could be the GOAT, Kareem, Bill Russell, or Wilt, based on the impact they had on the game, based on the winning, at least from Kareem and Bill Russell's part. But then statistically, you could say Wilt was a GOAT based on his domination, despite not winning many rings. I think he only won 2, but he had 2 titles, but just extreme dominance that I don't think anybody's ever matched in league history when it came to how he dominated the league statistically. Not even Jordan met his statistical domination. So I wouldn't knock anybody who was alive during that time claiming that those 3 guys are better than Mike. I could see how you can argue it. So it wouldn't offend me. But this is why, again, I just hate the GOAT argument. To me, it's just a stupid argument, but it's kept alive because of great marketing. It's something to talk about for the media, and it's something for the NBA to push when it comes to marketing their product of younger guys and just screaming at the top of their lungs that this guy is the new GOAT and whatnot. So that's all I had to say about this.